Now we're on live. Welcome back to You Squared, unfiltered and unqualified, where we give you our unfiltered thoughts, and even when we are definitely not qualified for it, but it's fun. So take it with a grain of salt.
Tanner's trying to flex on us by showing a degree in the background so that he can
Oh, that's
flex
Kyla's
that
degree.
he is qualified. But yeah, I was about to say, don't just so the audience knows he's
But
down
I
here
am
with the rest
not,
of us.
in fact, qualified. I actually do
Yeah.
have an associate's laying around somewhere, but that doesn't
Hey,
really mean
that's sick.
anything.
That's awesome, though, bro. I mean, I'm just a hobo right now, so y'all are very qualified. But
I think you guys are the most qualified here. Nephi's got his PhD already.
No, man, I wish, but it'd be cool. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into our presentation here. Ooh, but it looks like maybe I won't be able to record the share screen. Let me jump into my system settings. This is my first time using Google Chrome for this.
You don't use Chrome?
No, I usually use Safari.
I'm sorry, that's brutal.
It's just a link.
Yeah, except then I don't get the super cool background everybody loves seeing of the winter snow, you know?
That's only in Chrome?
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was just part of the website. Like me.
I thought it was part of the website too.
What? They have a Starfighter thing going on?
No, I'm in space, Joe, actually. This is my real background.
Oh, yeah, I should have known. And I shouldn't use the word Starfighter. We don't want to get copyright infringement by Disney. You know how ruthless that mouse is.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay,
Hey,
guys,
let me dock in my space station real quick.
My thing does not want to.
That's so cool.
No, let's not restart. We'll wait for you to restart on your Nephi. Just for funsies.
Well, he did legit leave, so maybe we should
come back
the recording.
No, we're good. We're good. Yeah. They want to hear this stuff. They want to hear it.
Yeah, you're sure? Okay.
No.
All right.
It was funny. My parents were listening to this, and I guess we didn't cut down the recording, which was my bad. And there was a section at the end for like 5 minutes. We were just talking about video games, like, oh, we're gonna play some games tonight. Oh yeah, let's do some Risk of Raid or whatever. It was great.
That's funny. Dang.
Oh, and he's gone again. Wow. Did you know that today in 1775 the U.S. Marine Corps was founded?
No way.
Yeah.
You said 1775?
That's correct. November 10th. In Philadelphia.
When was the Revolutionary War again?
We signed the Declaration in 1776, I want to say. Or was it 17? Wow. Was it earlier?
Wow, that's very cool. Very, very cool. You know, Tanner, my background, I just thought it was cool because I was like cyberpunky. I just realized now it's like the ultimate man cave. And for most of my life, I think like this kind of lighting, this like cool, all these cool fun colors and everything,
the RGB
would have been like a dream. Yeah, but now I'm like kind of a wuss, and I'm like, now I want the lights on. It's hard on my eyes.
Okay.
Welcome back, Nephi.
Thank you. Okay.
And yes, Joseph. So 1776 was when the Declaration was signed. So the Marines were formed before the U.S. was.
Hey.
Oh, very cool.
Very interesting. All right. Can you guys see my slides?
We can.
Yeah, like beautiful. Excited for today's presentation, a tasting of Nephi's thoughts.
Dun, dun, dun. So I wanted to start off the very plain slide. So then I could go to a bit better slide. Welcome to my random thoughts of recent. I will say all of the art here, except for one thing, is AI generated. So pretty cool stuff.
I was going to say he's got 3 legs.
Yeah.
I'm digging it. I don't know what kind of search prompt you did or like prompt to generate this photo, but it is very cool.
Thank you. Thank you. So first up, well, I guess all of it really is. It's just random different topics that will kind of jump around. I thought, especially as this is geared towards the chill-ins, that I think it'd be fun to go back through and just share a little bit of our current thoughts in life right now. Totally subject to change. And once again, unfiltered and unqualified in many of these areas. But I'm excited to hear your guys' thoughts. So first off, taxes. Wanted to start us off on a strong one, you know? So I just want to ask you guys, do you think taxes should exist?
So, just an initial thought. A lot of people always say like, "Oh, I don't remember the government working a quarter of the year for, all this stuff." But then I think like at the same time, like the roads you traveled on to get there, like those are paid for by the government. Kids' education is paid for by the government. You have, a huge military, which from what I think the military is a little too big, but they do pay for that. So I think that yes, the government can help. I think that it's overreached from what it should be. And so I think we are taxed too much, but I do think that they should exist.
I like it. I like it. Joseph, what are your thoughts?
Are you about to tell me that they shouldn't exist? That would just
No,
kind of
this
knock my
is
socks off.
really just open.
If
No worries. No worries.
really, I don't know. I guess yeah, I agree with Tanner. I feel like you could swap out taxes for government, and it's it's basically one in effect. I feel like if you're gonna have government, you're gonna need taxes. So yeah, last I checked, I wasn't registered as an anarchist, but maybe someday. So
I love it. I love it. I'm curious because I was just thinking about it like in the Book of Mormon, right? When King Uzziah is like, look, I've been working for, or maybe it was King Benjamin, I think. And he's like, look, I work for my own self. Come on. Like what I do for you is I just do it out of service. Granted, that's probably on a smaller scale than like the 300 some odd million in the US, right? Or just people around the globe. But I just thought it'd be interesting, get that baseline level. Okay, we think taxes should exist. But okay, then I would also clarify that I think it depends on the thing, right? Because just by having a tax on something can disincentivize people from doing it or using it, right? So, for instance,
Well, actually,
oh, go
there's just a funny tax rule that I remembered saying. The IRS wants us to report our illegal, illicit activities for our taxes. So income from illegal activities such as money from dealing drugs must be included on your income schedule 1 form. Anyway, so that's just a funny thing about taxes, but
that's
sorry,
so
I interrupted
funny.
you.
No, thank you. Please. That's what this is for. This is just going to be all over the place. So that is hilarious. I wonder how many people actually do report their illegal taxes,
I know who would be stupid enough to do that.
Oh yeah, I just printed off 300 grand this month. Wow, that'd be crazy.
my understanding is those kind of requirements exist because say they catch you in selling drugs, they can also like book you for not reporting it on your taxes. So basically, it gives the prosecutor a tool to be able to say, "Oh yeah, if you admit, we'll drop this charge," even though it's like, yeah, I mean, we'll still keep the drug charge, but we won't put you away for tax fraud.
Isn't that what they got Al Capone for?
Yeah, they got him for tax fraud. Yeah,
that's right.
Not crazy. Crazy how that worked out. I guess I'll give a little more background on who should be taxed. Specifically, I was thinking like teenagers. I don't know. I love the old refrain: "No taxation without representation."
Without representation, yeah.
But teenagers can't vote. They can't do nothing to change the way their government is operating, and yet they definitely get taxed. I feel like if they don't have the right to vote, I don't think they should be taxed.
Huh.
Yeah.
I really
I think I agree with that.
I assume you're saying like income tax, and I really kind of like that too. But now I'm also even thinking, well, what the heck? You can have a 10-year-old who buys something with all their birthday money, and they pay a sales tax.
Also true.
Yeah, little kids. can be paying tax, which I guess sales tax is a huge debate in and of itself. But man, Levi, that's a good point. I never thought of all these poor minors not being able to vote. Oh,
Right? That's why I asked the AI to do a poor youth paying taxes, no benefits on the right side of the screen.
I love the good, honest, hardworking man in overalls.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gotta love AI. One thing that I thought was funny though, or would be interesting though with this is, for instance, I feel like that logic though doesn't necessarily hold up in all instances, because I also feel like people who are evading taxes like might say like, oh well, I just won't vote, so then you don't have to tax me now, right? It's like if you're like a 32-year-old, for instance, who just doesn't pay taxes because he doesn't want to vote. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, like I said, there's still public services that they use. They use the roads, they use the snow clearing, I don't know if they go to the library or, whatever it is, but there are still services that people use every day that the government pays for.
So then wouldn't that be the same for like the 10-year-old paying sales tax? Because the government helps provide an environment where whatever place
Well,
they paid that sales tax to could exist.
I think it goes back to the whole voting thing. You're right. Maybe they shouldn't. Maybe kids shouldn't get voted, or maybe they should not be taxed because they.
I guess at least in my mind, I think the. Oh, will you keep on talking, Tanner? I can't hear you anymore. Can you hear him, Nephi?
No, I also can't see you guys, so
Oh, okay. Well, I'll give my thought while Tanner is dealing with tech support. um,
sounds good.
I think the distinguisher between a guy who just doesn't want to vote and a kid is the guy who doesn't want to vote is removing himself out of um, the power of voting by choice, whereas the minor doesn't have the choice at all. But what the heck? You're making me feel like I'm being blown by every wind of doctrine because I'm like, well, yeah, but kids go to public school and that's paid by uh, people. So yeah, tax them when they use those vending machines. By golly.
Totally,
Mm-hmm.
totally. I feel you. Kind of the
But
back and forth.
I feel like the legislation on kids is so, or like any type of minor is very like hypocritical on so many things. Like you have to get parental permission to get a tattoo because that's a lasting thing that could impact your life forever. But then at the same time, there's like the gender surgery, which you can still do as a kid because it's fine. You don't need your parents' permission, even though that impacts your life forever. And I don't know. So minors are weird, like in terms of legislation. Um, I don't know. I think you're right, though. They should get the right to vote if they are going to be taxed.
Sweet. Yeah, I like it. And
Maybe
then
we have them.
last question, and then we can make this one too.
Sorry,
Maybe
I'm
we have
not
them
going
what,
to say
10?
it. I'm not going to say it. That was stupid.
Tanner loves to try to get us canceled,
Okay,
Nephi. We're not going to be able to get jobs later in
that's
life.
it. It'll be fun. I saved that for the last question. Don't worry. Man,
Sorry,
as far as
that's
what
too much,
taxes
Tanner.
should be
Yeah,
for.
it's funny.
I just sent a
I
text of
feel
what I
like
was going to say.
all right, for all you listeners out there,
No,
just
don't say it. Don't say it.
yeah, it's a good thing, Tanner, to not say that. Oh man. Maybe one day when we're all old and retired, we can let the classified be declassified. But
Yeah.
we,
Uh,
I think in the interest of time, I'll go ahead and skip that last question, unless you guys have any burning
Okay.
Well,
desire to explain what you believe.
I have one thing I hate that we're taxed on. I absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
Social Security. It is the biggest scam ever.
Mhm.
Ever. Like it is just a huge
Why
Ponzi
do you say that?
scheme.
Why do you say that? Explain more, Tanner.
So, like our money is being used to go towards the older folks of the of like, of today. which I think it's great that they have a fixed income, they can provide for themselves, you know, they did their jobs and everything. I think that's great that they can be taken care of. However, it's going to run out in like 10 years. And so like we won't have any money for Social Security, even though we've put in so much money, you know? And we're going to put in thousands, tens of thousands of dollars into that, hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe, if you could just invest it. But like, I think that they should change it to be something different but they can't. It's like a catch-22. If they stop it now, then all the old people can't get paid. But then in the future, we can't get paid. So there's like no one wins, you know?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
anyway, I just hate Social Security. It's the stupidest thing that the government has ever come up with. And we put in tons of money into that.
interesting. Anything to add to that, Joseph?
Just I hope that I have enough kids that they can pay for mine.
Amen to that. I feel you there. Yeah, hopefully, Tanner, we get something figured out before we turn old, huh? Man.
I sure hope so. Because if we just were able to put the money into our own accounts for each Social Security thing, then we'd have a huge account at the end of our lives instead of having to rely on other people to pay it.
Fair. Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, but my understanding of Social Security is basically the idea that like the government ensures that you are like saving against yourself in the way that, I mean, you're really providing for the people who are already older and beyond, right? But it's this idea that, okay, well, you provide for them and then the future generations provide for you, right? So I suppose in a way, it kind of reflects that like forced investment in yourself. But yeah, I see what you're saying though, Tanner, that like it did not play out too well, that's for sure. It's for sure.
Do you guys know what a pension is?
Yes.
So, during like I don't know exactly when, but after World War II, there was like a bunch of pensions, and all these companies would offer pensions, and this would be like exactly what I was saying, where it, like money gets put into an account, you're good to go, and the business would take care of it, and you would basically be guaranteed unless the business went out of business. And as soon as the government instated Social Security, pensions just kind of went away. And it's just just some
Because
history
now the
on
company
that.
doesn't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Mm.
So there's
So
interesting
back with the
things.
pension. Tanner, I will work for your company and you can totally give me a pension, man.
Yeah, we'll do, man. We'll do. Anyway, sorry. I'm off my soapbox
No, this
now.
is
I
great.
just hate Social
This is great.
Security. I think it's lame.
I'm glad we could all stick it out there a bit. You got your Social Security spiel. I got my free the teenager spiel. Joseph will be ready for yours soon. As far as the next subject, shift gears. Again, random thoughts, right? Angels. Okay. What are angels? Are they real? And what does that actually mean for us? What are your guys' initial thoughts? What are angels?
Oh, I remember in a BYU class one day, religion class, one of my professors made some comment um, of there being like 7 different types of angels or whatever. And I was like, wait, what? Because I only thought that my understanding is most Christianity believes that angels are a separate race, basically. But we believe as members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints that angels are just God's servants and are our same race as well, are humans, glorified to various degrees. But I guess we also believe that there are legit like more than that, like the whole like I don't know, Kulan, not Kulans, but like Seraphim, whatever, like legit,
Oh
like
yeah.
real monster angel thing. That's not just like some metaphor. We believe that's like a legit thing. I was like, boom. Yeah, I was like,
Interesting.
what? Let me see if I can find a quote validating that. So, you guys talk
That'd
while
be
I try to
sick.
fact check myself.
Yeah,
Okay.
especially like with like if you could figure out like what those 7 different types are, that'd be so interesting to hear. What are your thoughts, Tanner?
As far as I know, angels are just like the only things I can think of are when they show themselves to people in the Bible with like, or the Book of Mormon with Alma the Younger, with Mary, with Moses. With Moses was different actually; it wasn't an angel. But yeah, there's various accounts of where that happens, and so I thought it was just someone from the other side of the veil that like has a godly assignment and proclaims the assignment, is good to go, and then they're gone. Thank you, babe. I love you.
Love you too.
Love you too, Tanner.
Got a future
That's awesome.
space drink.
Ooh.
Love it.
Yeah, it sounds like, Joe, you have a way more in-depth knowledge of angels than I do. I have a very surface level.
Yeah, I'm with you, Tanner.
Not way more. Not way more depth. I just know that there's way more to it than I thought. I found an initial quote by Joseph Smith that I knew of, and I haven't yet found some sort of like chart or anything saying how many types there are. But Joseph Smith said that the four beasts that John the Revelator saw in his vision that are also similar to the four beasts described in Isaiah 6 and Ezekiel 1, quote, are the four beasts that were the four most noble animals that had filled the measure of their creation and had been saved from other worlds because they were perfect. They were like angels in their sphere. We are not told where they came from. Bum, bum, bum.
So other worlds.
Yeah, they're like some of these like crazy animal creature things and visions are glorified animals from other worlds because they filled the measure of their creation. Like,
You guys ever
what?
think that we got put on like one of the lame worlds?
I know lions with wings. I don't know.
Like
Maybe a lot
I'm
of
thinking
people
like
really love the
dragons flying around
swamp.
like Aragon type stuff, where they're casting spells and everything.
That would be
Like,
crazy,
man,
bro.
we kind of got the worst of it. We just got cats and dogs, man. Like that sucks.
Cool.
In some ways, I'm kind of fine not having dragons breathing down my village, but it would be
No,
pretty
but like
cool to
friendly
run
dragons. They're like cool. They're chill. They're chill with you.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick.
Also, I'll just well, I won't share my screen. I won't take you off Nephi. But in my
Oh,
quick
please.
Google search, I did find it. I'll just let people search it. I did find a random YouTube video by Gospel Lessons, which does have 80,000 subscribers. So they're just a little bit smaller than us. So they got some authority.
They're getting there though.
Their video is called The Six Types of Angels. And so I assume that this video will tell people what we believe those six types are. So if y'all are interested, there you go.
Cool.
Yeah. Kind of fun, esoteric doctrine bombs you're setting us on, Nephi.
Mm-hmm. So then by that definition, an angel can just be anything that has filled its measure of creation and is on God's errand. Is that kind of what we're going for?
I don't know, man. I mean, that sounds smart. I don't know, maybe the video. I'm trying to plug this video into AI right now to summarize it for me. Maybe it'll tell me what the types are if we're interested, if we want to go that nerdy, or we can continue too. I'm not sure how many random awesome thoughts you have us going on, Nephi. This has been pretty fun so far, but
I think Nephi is frozen.
Yeah. What? Oh, tear.
Oh,
We
yep.
lost him, huh?
There he goes.
Oh, no.
I guess we'll never know what an angel is.
Never will, huh? Yeah, never will. Also because my computer's acting kind of slow. I wonder if it's me. I mean, I don't think I'm a host. I think this is all online, so I don't think it's like a host computer or anything, but I'm having some slowness as well. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not based on the host. It's based on just individual users' connection.
Okay. Here.
No, it's an interesting thought though about angels. I mean, I think they're real for sure. I don't think they're a
Yeah.
metaphor.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that all the weird beastie ones were a metaphor, but I guess that ain't true. Nephi, you're
He's
back.
back.
Yay! Thanks, guys. I guess I wasn't supposed to share that.
Yeah, we already decided you're a heretic for talking about angels.
That's it. All right. Any last thoughts on angels before shifting gears?
No.
I can
Could you
very
reshare your
quickly.
screen?
I can very
Oh, yes.
quickly tell you the 6 pipes real fast. We believe in, I guess.
Yeah, let's do it.
Based on this random video, it says angels that have yet to experience earth life, angels that have died but have not been resurrected or translated beings, resurrected beings, mortal angels. Oh, and angels of the devil. Lame. Okay, this is a lame video. This isn't talking about beasts and monsters. So no, sorry, it's not a lame
Never
video. I'm
mind.
sure that's
Maybe things with wings and that can breathe fire.
Yeah, unsubscribe from
wrong.
those guys. Don't go
Yeah,
check
wrong
them out.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm ready again.
No, all good, all good. Things are going through that there too. Sick. All right. Next up, globalization. What does it mean to be a good global citizen? Is globalization good? And what should the USA's role in globalization be? I was specifically thinking of that
That's a
top one.
cool picture.
Thank you, AI baby. Specifically, I was thinking of that top one from President Nelson when he invited us all to be good global citizens back in 2021. So, what are your guys' thoughts on that? What does that mean?
Well, I'm always going to be the person that defines everything so that everyone has a good understanding. But
Love
globalization is the process by which businesses or other organizations develop international influence or start operating on an international scale. Is that what you're thinking of, or?
Yeah, I suppose I was thinking just a more generalized idea to where like a more interconnected world, which is great too.
So just like interacting with other people worldwide and a good global citizen. That's an interesting concept. I had forgotten about that.
Nephi, don't be telling me that we're all going to be walking around in sin, or as a country having just voted in Trump now, trying to close down a wall or build a wall.
Not at all. I'm not insinuating nothing. Don't you worry.
Oh man. I think that
I just feel like it's a hot topic that's kind of on my mind lately, you know? So I'm like, oh, especially since the prophet was like, be a good global citizen. Curious, what does that mean? You know, because I feel like there are ways that I guess I'll preface a bit too, but yeah, I feel like there's definitely ways where you can say that respecting your own country's borders maybe is part of being a good global citizen, or you can say no. So just curious what your thoughts are for the future generations.
Well, go ahead, Joe.
I typically define the good as the happy. And so I would interpret this as a good global citizen is someone that seeks happiness for the world. And I guess the caveat I would add on there is I think and believe that we owe a duty first to our country as a nation to be happy before to put our country first before other nations. But in cases where that's not required, then we should seek global happiness. But extrapolating my thought experiments to even a more local level, um, I don't know. It feels kind of weird to me to say that I should seek happiness in my city first or my state first because I don't feel like I've been raised with like a sense of attachment to them. My family, oh yeah, I totally feel like can say I'd prioritize happiness in my family before that of country. But I don't know, maybe that's something that just died with the Civil War, you know, state pride, unless you're in Texas. So, but no, you know, I would still I would still agree with that. I think that like right state representatives, their duty to their fiduciaries. I said that right, right? Fiduciaries.
I think so. Their fiduciary duties,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, is to seek what is best for their state, you know? And so, and I think, yeah, they try to do that the best they can. So that's how I would think of it. I would think of it as like spheres of loyalty or spheres of trying to spread happiness. And the most primary unit is you, and then your family, and then um, yeah, just each level up on the community. And I say you, and everyone's going to be like, "Oh, you hedonist, yada yada." But I think that the way to have happiness is through seeking the happiness of others. That's where happiness is really from. So, as far as like actual practical decisions, I don't think many people would disagree with me or I them. But yeah, I just how I think people say, like you need to be healthy first or whatever before you try to help other people. Often I talk about mental health. I'm
Mm,
like, why not take it instead of just like avoiding the negative? Why not look at it in the positive sense as well of like you should try to make yourself happy before you're trying to make other people happy. But that was my
interesting.
spiel.
Or
So
like the on an airplane type idea, right? Like fix your own oxygen mask first and then help the next person or something. I
yeah,
like that.
then someone else won't need to come in to help you. So you still are contributing, trying to help yourself.
I really like that. What are your thoughts, Tanner?
I'm thinking from President Nelson's perspective. Actually, a tangent. I don't remember how 100% true this is, but I think when Kyla worked at the church, she said that there was a guide or something that different leaders followed to make sure that your messages were to a global audience. Like,
Hmm.
not saying like, oh, the BYU U of U game, and everything in conference, because that doesn't apply to the global audience. And so this might be an oversimplification of it, but I wonder if President Nelson was saying like, just be a good citizen in whatever country you are. Like, I don't know if it was Abraham Lincoln, like whatever you are, be a good one, you know?
Hmm. I
And so
like that.
I wonder if it comes from that where he's thinking like, um, to be just a good, like Joseph said, to be a good citizen in your country. And then that in turn helps with the rest of the world.
I love that. I think both of you just honed in on that localized perspective, right? It's really cool because we're talking about global type impact, global type cooperation, or your influence on a global scale, which I totally agree. I think that really what you can impact is what is within your local influence, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it totally makes sense why you would not focus on yourself in the sense of, oh, I'm just going to do whatever the heck I want because I don't care about other people, right? But it's that because you know that you can't really help other people if you're not in a good enough state yourself, like you had mentioned, Joseph. And I love that outwards look that you start inwards and then move outwards, Tanner, too. So that's awesome. Thanks, guys. Do you have any thoughts on specific U.S. role in globalization? Not in any particular way, just curious to throw that out there.
I think Joseph's right. You gotta cleanse the inner vessel before you can help the outer vessel. The U.S. is in such a state of division. I think a lot of in part is in our minds and because the media tells us we need to be. And social media, I think, plays a big part in that. So I think we need to at least be civil and figure out how to do that in our country first and then
I love
work
that.
on the outside.
I love that. Anything else to add, Joseph?
No, ditto Tanner.
Beautiful. Well said, my man. Go ahead and shift topics once again. This one a little more exciting.
Oh my
To
gosh, that is the
your
most buff
favorite.
gamer I've ever seen.
Oh,
I typed
that's a
in
picture of
AI.
me, Joe, actually.
Right. That's
Oh,
funny.
No,
oh,
that was
sorry, I
last
didn't
night.
recognize you, Tanner.
It was so funny. I typed in
Nephi, what did you use
playing
to?
video games, and yeah, it was showing some like pretty skimpy people, and I was like, that's lame. So I was like, hot guy playing video games.
He's
Worked
holding the
out.
controller backwards, if that makes a difference.
That's so funny. That's what we thought of.
He's such an alpha. He doesn't need to hold it the right way, Tanner. He still wins.
He's using his Neuralink chip.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's so funny because some of the iterations it ran through was just like third arm, or like sticking his fingers through the screen, or like this really old, like older than Star Wars type tech. You know, it's just so funny. So funny. But just some quick little fun ones. If you had all the time in the world, what would you want to do first? And just say the first things that come to your mind.
I'm not going to say that.
Tanner. Okay, I will say I thought it felt kind of hypocritical of us to suddenly have the name Unfiltered and
I know.
Uneducated,
Yeah, there's
and
been
like
multiple times
doing
throughout this
some
one session where
hardcore filtering going on here, man.
I'm tired, man. I think I'm just, yeah,
maybe too unfiltered, huh?
too unfiltered, and so I got to filter the too unfiltered.
Come
Still has to keep it
on.
sanitary. That's it.
I think
sorry,
the
I
first
know I
thing I would
see-
do, Kyle and I just want to travel, so I think we would just do that. We would just travel the world. I think that's the first thing we would do.
Sick.
Yeah, it'd be
I'd love
cool.
that. I would love that. What about you, Joseph?
Yeah, you know, I think I love the insights we gained from the previous topic with the thought of what makes a good global citizen and this idea of a hierarchy of responsibility or priority, where first you take care of yourself and then your family and then your local community and so on and so forth. I think I'd probably try to do a similar approach. I would probably try to look like this alpha dude over here. I'd probably work out and make myself healthy and strong. And I would do what I could to be Tanner.
I'm ready.
I love holding the controller backwards. That's awesome. And with not necessarily after that, but like with that, I think I would try to really hone my relationship with Brooklyn and just strive to be even closer there, and then to get closer with my podcast partners so that we can continue to have the best unfiltered discussions. And
Oh, that's so sweet.
in my mind, that's a ideal scenario. I think I would kind of take that process we outlined in the previous slide and just kind of move up from there. So eventually I will be king of the world. It's just going to be a little further down on my list.
I love that. That's very genuine and very sincere, Joseph. That's beautiful. Totally my first thought was, if I have all the time in the world, I'm going to do nothing for a little bit. Like, I don't know how long, but I'm just going to sit here and not worry about stuff. So that was very, very well thought out. I love it.
That
Now
sounds
we'll
like the
flip it.
answer from someone who's way too stressed and needs a vacation. You should travel with Tanner.
Let's do it, Tanner. We'll go. I'll babysit the kids.
That sounds good.
If you had one day left to live, what would you do? I think I'd say I'd just spend it with the people I love most.
Yeah, do you want the funny answer, or do you want the real answer?
Let's take
Definitely
both.
the funny answer.
Play video games, man. There's no video games in heaven.
I love that insinuates video games are a no-no.
Well, you can't eat in heaven either.
Dang it. What?
Anyway,
I
my
don't
real
know
answer.
who's telling you that.
Wait, what?
I don't know who's telling you that, Tanner, but you and I must go to a different church. But go ahead.
Yeah, we could have that be a different topic. That's not what I always thought. But a real answer, I'd probably spend as much time as I could with my family, and my kids, and then I wouldn't sleep. And while they're sleeping, I would like probably write notes for them to open throughout their lives, to like let them know like advice or like different things that they're that I was thinking. And I'd probably do something like that. Do as much as I can to record as much of me so they could have a little piece of me moving forward,
That is so sweet. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I might have a kid if I just have one day left to live. Dang.
You could start having one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. What were your
That's
thoughts, Joseph?
funny. Um, yeah, I really like Tanner's approach. Just spend time with Bam, and the idea of some sort of time capsule thing sounds pretty lovely too, if there's time for
That's
that.
precious. That's so beautiful. Cool. So now if you had all the money in the world, what would you do?
Hmm.
You go
Probably
first,
die
Tanner.
because everyone would want to kill me because no one else would have any money.
Okay.
Alright. Let's say that doesn't
See.
happen, that you can do what you want with the money.
I'd go to space, man. I would love to go to space. I think that'd be the coolest thing ever.
Wow, I hear that's becoming cheaper.
Cool.
Hmm. So that would be the
That's
first thing I would do. The next thing I would do would probably be to like buy like a ton of land, make it super self-sufficient, and then like move all my family there.
Oh, that'd be so fun. Have the Tanner compound
Oh yeah.
and fam.
And then just have
That's
every luxury that I could buy,
love it.
Mm.
Do what Joseph said, work on my body, work on my family, all that fun stuff.
I'd probably work on the game controller holding. That looks
Oh
like it
yeah,
takes
yeah. I'll,
dedication.
I'll get some lessons for that.
That's it. What about you, Joseph?
For a long time, I don't remember when, but for a long time, a life dream of mine that I always like what's the gonna eat those words and try again. In business, it's fun to have like a big fat hairy goal. Is that right? Does that sound familiar?
Mm-hmm.
Big fat
It,
hairy.
is
BHAG
that
or
it,
something.
Tanner? Yeah. Basically, it's just your goal that's like ridiculously huge, and you just shoot for the stars and work your guts out, and you try to get it. And it's probably poor goal behavior because it's almost as if it's expected you aren't going to hit it, right? But it's just you grind to try to get there. Anyways, with that thought, my big hairy goal of finances that I've had for a while is I would love to fund a temple to be carved out of the top of a mountain, like
Whoa.
a temple peak, a mountain peak. That would, personally would want it to be $3 billion. And I used to think that was like crazy and awesome, and I was thinking it'd be 1 billion for each member of the Godhead, but I've since realized and learned that buildings are multi-billion dollars like all the time. So maybe I need to do 30, make it cooler. But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
that's just if I had unlimited money, that's that. And another goal is I want a new nose. I just feel like I never can breathe out of it. So I'd probably get a new nose.
Mm.
I'd probably
I
try to
was
take
gonna say,
Tanner.
like, you
He has
look
a good
great,
looking
man. I
nose.
wouldn't worry
I'm like,
about that.
oh, you got a great nose.
Yeah, dude.
I wonder if you're like a deviated
Uh,
septum or something. Man,
yeah, I don't know, but I
that's
feel like
cool.
I can never
You
breathe
guys
out
have
of
like
it.
such awesome views. I never would have thought of like a temple carved out of the top of a mountain. That's epic. Like talk about
It'd be
the
so
tops of the
cool.
mountains and all the scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
So cool.
Hey, what's
I
that beautiful building carved out of the side of a mountain in the Middle East? I can't remember the name.
ooh,
You guys know what I'm
Petra
talking
in
about?
Jordan or something.
Yes. Oh, just imagine that, but out of the peak. Oof.
I don't
I
have to
love it.
imagine. You know why? I've been there.
all right,
Well,
all right.
good for you,
Flex.
Alpha.
It's actually not that cool. It's all right.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Cool. Yeah, the inside of me like has the idea of I would love to end world hunger.
Mm.
And then I'm also like, well, I'd also love to buy a house. I'd love to have a car. I'd love to, I
Dude,
don't
that's
know.
like pennies at that point, though. You don't even have to
Bro,
worry
I
about
know,
that.
but I don't even have pennies at this point. So that's a lot. But yeah, chill stuff. So if you never had money ever again, like right now it's just gone, what would you do?
Mm.
And you could ever get it.
Sign up for
My first
Medicaid,
thought.
food stamps,
Oh,
disability.
True that. My first thought when I read that was actually relief
Yeah,
and a
I was
feeling
gonna say that
of
too.
acceptance and getting out of the rat race, you know? It made me feel
Mm.
introspective. I was shocked at how the thought of not having money, or I guess no longer having that expectation, and hopefully assuming other people don't have that expectation for me as well, made life sound easy in like a prideful sense because you're not part of the rat race anymore, you know? Like you're out. Every other aspect of life would probably suck.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
not going out to eat, not like getting good food all the time. I don't know. That would be tough.
yeah.
I do love
So
that idea though, Joseph. Leaving the rat race.
Hmm.
That's really nice.
I think
That
I'd
was
like to do
really
that with too much money rather than no money.
that's the right train of thought, Tanner. I like it.
I love it. I love it. All right, we'll go ahead and jump to our last. Well, actually, I guess I better add. If I never ever had money ever again, then I would probably make sure that I live in a really nice, temperate place. So
Mm.
that's probably it. Then I just go be a beach bum.
Hawaii,
Yep.
baby.
Oh, magical! It is so beautiful. All right, this will be our last topic. Top
Yeah.
tips for raising kids. How to deal with
Wait, is that
tantrum.
no? That's totally Nolan.
This is the one not AI generated one because I just saw him and I was like, he's so cute. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I shouldn't
And
have given
how,
away this kid's name to the interwebs, but oh well. Sorry.
yeah, I wasn't gonna say, but no worries.
Uh,
We can bleep it out in the recording. So, how to deal with tantrums, how to help children explore life, and then what life philosophies do you help your children learn with respect to work, play, service, country, or the globe?
And we could spend we could spend this whole season of the podcast doing this, man.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah. So just highlights, and then we'll
Well,
wrap up.
my philosophy with tantrums is that if they have a tantrum and they want something out of that tantrum, the answer is always no.
Mm.
Because I don't think that the tantrum should be like if so like say they do a tantrum, we say yes. They think, oh, if I do a tantrum, we'll say yes. And so no matter what it is, I always say no until they're down to where they calm down and then they talk. And like with Ari, I've been like saying like, hey, I don't understand you when you're not talking to me. Let's talk. Like, and then we can get this done. And then when she talks and she asks for it, then you know we work with her. But that's my
That's
philosophy
awesome.
on it.
I
It's
don't
been
think I've
working so
ever seen
far.
Ari throw a tantrum. She's just like the perfect little angel anytime around.
I think that my philosophy works. I think that's why.
That's good. That is good. I thought it was just because I was a great influence, but
Oh, that
that
too.
makes sense
Yeah.
too. Would you like to take a stab at any of these ideas, Joseph?
I think that the top tip I would give is for raising kids is YouTube. When it comes to tantrums or whatever,
Cocoa
I
melon and
have
everything.
felt.
That's it. Just give them the
Oh
YouTube
well,
kids and woo!
no. I mean, like, I have felt so educated and learned so much from YouTube videos about how to handle situations like that. So one in particular that I have loved is a lady called Emma Hubbard, EMMAHUBBARD. I really like her videos, and I honestly haven't done much of her techniques yet, though, I must say, because my baby girl is not quite a toddler. She's almost there, but I will let you know if it works. Fingers crossed it does. So,
Gets you excited though. Thanks for the fun reference.
Mm-hmm.
Excited for it.
yeah.
Cool.
I
I'll
think.
probably just.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead, Nephi. You go.
I was gonna shift topics. You go for it.
I was going to shift topics too to the next one.
Okay. Well, same. I'll just add on to it then that I feel like as one who doesn't have kids, so I perfectly understand exactly how this should all play out, right? That a life philosophy that I would hope that my children would learn is one that I really liked from my third and last mission president. You'd say that you work hard, serve hard, play hard in that order and with the same intensity and love. I thought that was really cool how it's like, yeah, there's three great aspects of life, right? Being able to work hard, being able to serve others, and also enjoying life, to play hard. And that it's all with the same intensity. It's not like one's more important than the other, but it does have an order to it as well. Kind of like that idea of the localizing versus the global. I feel like you work in order to help benefit yourself or others or moving outwards, right? That effort. And then as you serve, then you find that joy that can then help you enjoy the playtime as well, right? Actually have the fruits of your labor type idea. But yeah. What were you gonna say, Tanner?
I was just going to go to the next question, but I think that was great. Yeah. Yeah. Always putting work first is something that we're trying to help Ari understand, like cleaning up and, doing things before she can play. So I agree with that. But with helping children explore life, I have a really hard time with this because, like, you want to shelter your kids, you want to not have them have bad experiences and everything. And there's like this one time at the
Speak for
park
yourself. Speak for yourself, man. I'm teaching my kid how to swear.
Yeah, well, we'll see how our different philosophies play out.
First words out of her mouth. I want to make my wife's cheeks go like bright red from pride.
Anytime you guys go to a party or anything, just oh, is she talking now? Oh, she's talking now.
Yeah. When we were at dinner one time when Ari was like just learning to talk, we were like, "Hey Ari, this is a fork," and she would say, like, flat out. And so it was great. But like with helping kids explore life, I'm still learning to do this, man. Like, because we took Ari to this park and we're like, hey, have fun, because we're trying to let her do her own thing and everything. And so she went out and tried to make friends. And like these two older girls, like Ari was just trying to like make friends and like talk to and everything. And they just kept like moving away from her and just like being weird about everything, not answering questions. And then they led her to like one side of the park and then they ran to the other side of the park. And like Ari was just kind of left alone. And it was like really sad, because it's like,
Holy.
And it's like, as a parent, it's like, oh, what do you do? Like, do you protect them from that? Like, I can't protect her from every mean person in the world, So I don't know. Like, my initial reaction is like to like not have them explore life without me. But from my own experience, I wish that my parents did let me explore more life without them, Because I feel like once I turned 18 and I got kicked out of the house and everything, like I had no idea what I was doing. And I was just kind of winging the whole way. And so I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how to teach her to be on her own and be independent, but also being there for her and letting her know that I love her, So it's hard to find that balance,
Totally.
Well, Tanner, that's where you and I figured it out, man, and we moved back in with the parents. So we don't need to worry about experiencing it by ourselves anymore.
Oh man. Oh, I love it. Any other thoughts to add? But go ahead and pass talk on the election, but this is my thoughts, at least now. So thanks for watching, and we'll go ahead and close if you guys have anything.
You're cutting out a lot, Nephi. Are you hearing him very well, Joe? Or is it just me?
No, I thought you were hearing him. That's so funny. I heard something about election and like concluding thoughts.
Oh, that's better. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Yeah, no worries. I was just saying that there was an additional topic of thoughts on the election, but in the interest of time, we'll cut that one out. And this is the end of my thoughts for now. So thanks, everyone,
just quick. I'm happy with the election because RFK Jr. is going to be in the presidency or in the cabinet at least. So I'm very happy about that.
Cool. Last thoughts you wanted to add?
This is cool. Thanks, Nephi. If someone survived to the end of this, especially with all of our technical problems, and we're too lazy to edit that out at this point in our lives, bravo. We love you for it. And we look forward to next time. Close the party, y'all.
Awesome. We'll see you guys.
Woo!
Are we ending the recording? And then okay,
I
there
was
we
waiting
go.
for the awkward talk at the end. Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, you're